Hey, everybody. Thank you for hopping on this evening and join me on the show. I do appreciate everybody that comes on and watches the show. I just want to throw my gratitude out to you guys. This has been a real lifesaver for me, being quarantined in here in my podcasting shed. But again, being able to reach out to people and bring a message and bring certain things out there to you folks has been a real blessing for me, and it's helped me do a lot more. It's helped me work through a lot of things. So, thank you everybody for hopping on. I'm really appreciative of your help. And if you guys are watching, check us out. You can follow us live on Facebook at Made from Scratch Podcast. On there, we stream live there 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock. We stream live there. You can also check us out on Twitter, and we stream live on Twitter at MFSB Live on Twitter there as well. We do stream to Twitch at Made from Scratch Broadcast, and we also stream a little bit differently on Instagram because we can't stream live there. I just do kind of like a behind the scenes thing on Instagram. So you can follow us there. And I do post all the episodes on my IGTV afterwards. So you can go there and watch past episodes of guests that we've had on the show. So again, that is at Made from Scratch Broadcast on there as well. So you can actually go there and catch us live. And then, of course, check us out on our YouTube page, on our YouTube channel, excuse me, at Made from Scratch Broadcast. So if you go there and find us, you can see. But there'll also be a link in the show notes afterwards. But you can watch us there, and you can go back and catch all the past episodes, like I had with last night's guest, Jay Nichols. So you can, Nicole, excuse me, sorry about that. And you can go there and check it out, and just drop in a comment. Also, if you're there, give us a like and a subscribe, as we're trying to build our subscribership so we can be a little bit more creative with some of the things we can do on YouTube. So thanks everybody for coming on. So let me give a brief introduction to my guest tonight. Her name is Remy Reilly, and she is a indie pop singer-songwriter from Dallas. And 16-year-old Remy, 16 guys, 16, is not only a singer-songwriter, but her voice is mature beyond her age. You should hear her voice. She's incredible. Okay. And she began her musical career at the early age of 2. So, she's singing, she's a singer songwriter, and she also plays a different litany of instruments. We were just discussing that. So she plays the piano, the drums, and now she plays the guitar, and she's learning a little bit of bass. So again, multifaceted. Best way you can increase your skills. But yeah, she's got a great voice, and for being so young, you can check her music out if you want to after the show. Just go to www.remyreilly.com. That's www.remyreilly.com. And without any further ado, guys, let me welcome to the show my guest for the evening, and we got a special treat for you, Remy Reilly. Hey, Remy.
Guys.
Hey, everybody. So we already got people commenting on the show. So Frank was one of the ones already saying hello. Go, Remy. Awesome. So again, guys, one of the things that blew me away when I first started doing my research on Remy is that she was so young. And that's that's a testament to her going out and chasing her passion, So that's, again, learning at such a young age and being able to find out what you want to do in life very early. That's a big thing for a lot of folks, because a lot of us, let me tell you what, a lot of us older folks, we didn't find out till later in life. So if you get the chance to do that and follow that passion for a very long time, good things are in store for you. So I do enjoy that. So let me start off the conversation real quick. Remy, let me just ask you, how would you describe yourself to my audience for people being introduced to Remy Reilly for the first time? How would you describe who you are as a person? Then we'll go into who you are as an artist after that.
I would describe myself, if you're meeting me for the first time, as a person.
Yes.
I'm not shy. I am pretty crazy, unpredictable.
Yeah.
We'll say whatever rolls off the top of my head.
There you go.
I am a crazy mess, definitely not for everybody. I talk a lot.
Hey,
Um,
that's good.
I love to bring the energy, love to bring the smiles, and I just love people.
Awesome. Great answer. Great answer. So, going to our next question, how did you begin your journey into music? I just briefly told everybody you started very young, but what started your journey as far as like wanting to learn how to do instruments, wanting to learn how to play, that sort of thing?
Um, I would always mess around with this little drum as a little girl, and
Hmm.
I always wanted to play drums, but I never learned. I just went on and did my childhood, forgot about that. And then for my 11th birthday, my dad got me a cajon, and I played the heck out of that every day.
Awesome.
I wrote songs on it, I jammed out, I just fell in love. And then from there, it turned into drums. And when I was about 11 years old, after I'd learned the drums, my mom was like, you sing all the time in the bathtub. You're really good. And I was like, you heard that? I was like, no. I was like, no one's supposed to hear that. And she was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I did. You're getting lessons. And I was like, no. But then I did.
Yeah.
I got lessons. And after lessons, I started performing. And I just kept performing from 12 on to now. And I learned piano and guitar in the middle of that. And I've just been performing ever since. And that's how I got into music.
Awesome. That's great. But again, every journey starts somewhere, right? And it started with that
Oh,
little
yeah.
bitty drum, and look
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's led you. That's awesome, though. I love that answer. So, let me ask you about writing songs, okay? Because this is something that always interests me about uh, musicians and singer songwriters, especially. So, how difficult is it to write your own music? Just is it um, because I always wonder if it's harder to write a melody or if it's harder to write the lyrics. So what is harder? What is more difficult for you as far as creating music from just being original about what you're writing?
You know, I don't think that there's a harder one.
Hmm.
I think it depends on the song. Like for some songs I write, sometimes the melody's hard for me to find, but with another song, it may be the lyrics. It really just depends on like for me, in my opinion, it depends
Yeah,
on the way it's going. Like some things could make you stuck while you're writing. Like I have one song that took me 3 years to write because
cool.
I couldn't get the lyrics right. The melody was fine. I was fine with that,
Yeah,
but the lyrics weren't telling the audience what I wanted them to hear.
yeah,
And I was just so caught in that. So when I write, I like to make sure that the two are speaking to each other. Like the lyrics and the melody, they gotta mold together. So it really isn't about for me if one is harder than the other. It just
yeah,
depends on the song for me, really.
yeah. Oh no, great. That's a great answer. Yeah, that's so because that's interesting that you say that it's kind of for each individual thing because that's one of the things I've always wanted to know as far as being a songwriter. Is it the melody that comes first? It's the lyrics. So I guess it's like you said, for each individual song,
Yeah.
each one comes at a different pace. So yeah, that's cool. I love that. So let me just ask you, you know, a quick question. What was it like for you? Even being what was it like for you performing for the first time in front of a large crowd or a large audience? How was that? What was that like? Because
It was amazing.
oh, awesome. Yeah,
I was super nervous. Are you talking about my very first performance
yeah.
or
Because again, yeah, just your very first performance. Because again, I have a fear of being on
oh,
stage and being a public speaker. So yeah, what was that like? I mean, what was that first experience like for you?
I do have a funny story for that. Um, my first performance was at a Starbucks
Okay.
outside of one on the street. It was for a Christmas show. I
Yeah.
was about 11 years old, and I was as literally a popsicle.
Yeah.
Like I was just frozen. I barely said hi to the crowd. I couldn't look anybody in the eye. I believe my eyes were stuck to the floor the whole time. which is funny to me. And I just did not, for the life of me, I couldn't talk. I just kept singing. And after that, I went to my dad and mom and I said, that was amazing. And I was like, let's do it again. Kind of like a kid that's scared to get on a roller coaster but loves it after and wants to do it over
and over again. Yeah.
That's exactly how it was.
Awesome. Yeah. So again, because everybody I ask just about what it was like, and most of the people, they'll tell you, well, it was scary or it was fear, but after, like you're saying, afterwards though, you're like, oh, all the butterflies are gone, all that's gone away. And, it's like kind of doing this show. I get my first time I've ever did it. I had butterflies. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't speak. I was like, scared, just really scared, interacting with guests and stuff. But, as it go on, you start enjoying it, right? You start getting that little buzz, that little high, wanting to go, I want to do it again. I want more. I want more. Because again, you start feeding off the energy off everybody. You start feeding off the energy of the crowd. So that's pretty cool that you do that. So let me ask you this now. Being that you're so young, how do you draw inspiration to write your own songs? Kind of like you did with the song 26 or the one you just wrote, Just Stop. They both have really deep meaning, but where do you come up with the inspiration to write something like that? What kind of grew that out of you?
Yeah, I come up with my inspiration from basically literally everyday life. People in my life, movies, other music, stories, basically things that are passed down from whoever in my life tells me about their life.
Yeah.
Specifically for those songs though, I got the inspiration from friends who had gone through things, and maybe I will never understand their pain, but
Yeah.
I can write a poem about it.
Yeah. There you go.
I could write about it. I am young and I don't understand a lot of things still. Like, I haven't gone through life, and I'm aware that I can't feel everything, but I could write about it all.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Right. And again, that's what I mean. When you draw inspiration, you can get it from anywhere. It can come from the smallest idea. It can come from the smallest story. It could come from just about anywhere. And you can turn it into something really amazing. So, that's one of the things I've learned about when I have people on and I ask them about that. It's just that one idea that can really skyrocket you into what you're meant to do or what meant to be. See, like one of the guys answered that I was interviewing, he was a fashion designer. And I asked him about it, and he says, well, I saw a young kid wearing a Letterman sweater, and I really liked the design, and I liked how it looked. He looked cool, and he goes, I wanted to create that. So he went out and he started to learn how to do that, and he made a whole line of custom-made sweaters like that. So much so that he got to be on. His fashion has been across the New York runways. He's he's had people like Childish Gambino is one of his fans. He's worn his gear. He's wearing. So again, it's just reaching out and starting out with a small idea like that. Yeah, and it can really lead you, small places. So again, that's why I say creative people, creative souls, those people that come up with those ideas, they can really lead you into somewhere really beyond your wildest dreams at some point if you really just follow, put your inspiration, put your desire, put your passion into it. It'll take you where you want to go. So one more thing before we talk about playing a little few, because I gotta tell everybody we're gonna have a little special sort of thing done here today. This has not been done on the show before, so I'm gonna have a live performance. Remy's gonna perform a couple of songs for us, but let me ask her just one more question real quick before we get to that. What are your plans? Since I know you're still pretty young, but what are your plans going forward as far as pursuing your musical career? Once we get past all of this craziness right now that's going on in our world.
Yeah, my plans for my musical career going forward is basically this summer I planned on releasing my second EP.
Yeah.
And I want to keep working on recording more songs and writing more and collaborating more.
Yeah.
And definitely performing more and more, just to really hone in the craft. And I plan on leaving public school this year to do online school so I can focus on my music.
Yeah.
So I basically going to online school just so I could travel more because I missed so much school
Yeah.
last years. And we got a letter in the mail and it was like, we're gonna kick you out. And I was like, well, too bad. I kicked myself out.
Yeah, there you go.
So those are my plans.
Awesome. So let me ask you a question, because again, this kind of reminded me of when it came up last night. There's somebody from the comments, one of the people who's watching the show commented, and she asked Jay this question. I'm going to ask you: are you open to doing like collaborations with other artists? Yeah, just meeting out, because again, that was something that somebody had asked while we were doing. I guess it was another artist, so he wanted to know if you're open, because we have been talking about her music, and I guess he kind of did. He went back and looked at who she was and dug her songs and stuff, and said, "Hey, are you open to collaboration?" And yeah. So again, it's the power about doing what I'm doing here. So now that you said that, guys, if you're watching, and I can't remember his name, but she says she's open to collaboration. So reach out to Remy. You can. Reach out to Remy. She's you can find her all over social media. She's on Instagram a lot. She's got her Facebook page. I don't know if you do TikTok. Have you tried TikTok yet?
I'm trying my best. I really didn't want to, but my dad was like, well, Remy, this is another platform, more people, more viewers. And I was like, you're right. It's another way to connect with people. What if there's some people that don't have Instagram, but they have TikTok?
Yeah.
There's always that. And then I realized, I don't have to do all these dances and stuff. I could just post myself singing on there.
Yeah. Again, yeah. And hello, you got like this super crazy talented voice. I'm pretty sure people would go on there and go, okay, yeah, I'm going to start following her. Because again, I think it's like you said, it's a great platform if you just want to start reaching out. And it's geared a lot towards the musically inclined person. So, that's what a lot of you see is just the music side of it, and it goes along with video. So I think that my friend Frank, his son, does TikTok, and he's got like tons of people that follow him. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. So yeah, it can get you out there. So all right, everybody. Let me go ahead and just say we're about to go and perform. Remy's going to do us a big favor and perform a couple of her songs. So the two songs that she will be performing is Little Things, and I love that song. You guys, you need to go check it out. I suggest you listen to the remix because that's my favorite. And then she's going to do her newest song called Just Stop. So which one did you want to go ahead and perform first, Remy? That's up to you.
I'll do Little Things first.
Okay, everybody, first for the show. Thank you. You guys enjoy. Let me introduce the fabulous Remy Reilly, everybody. It's yours.
Thank you. This is a new song called Little Things, and I just put out a music video for it, so you can find it on YouTube at Remy Reilly. My amazing drummer Ian filmed it, and it's basically a really fun video of me skating and playing guitar and just being an idiot around my neighborhood, because that's what I do best. So this is Little Things. World's not on my side. It's a little things to make you mine. And I'm never gonna change my mind. Without you, what's the purpose of my don't like talking to myself. Need to make some conversation before I get too lost in there. I don't like dreaming on my own. Need to make reality for fiction takes control, and I know I should keep this to myself. If I can't tell you, then nobody else will. Funny how I love you more than life. Even when I'm halfway, you feel so alive. The world's not on my side. It's a little things to make you mine. And I'm never gonna change my mind. Without you, what's the purpose of my side? I like living on the edge. But anywhere next to you is where I'd rather breathe instead. Don't wanna know how my day went. I didn't have you on my side. No one seems to understand. And I just wanna go back to myself. It's been along with this long brings me back down to zero health. The world's not on my side. It's a little things that make you mine. And I'm never gonna change my mind. Without you, what's the purpose of my sign? And I hope you get everything that you need. I swore only I'm still missing little things that do to me last night on my side. It's a little things that make you mine. And I'm never gonna change my mind. Without you, what's the purpose of my sign? The world's not on my side. It's a little things that make you mine. And I'm never gonna change my mind. Without you, what's the purpose of my sign?
Awesome. Awesome, guys. That was Little Things by Remy Reilly. Guys, go to her website to check out her catalog of music. You can go to www.remyreilly.com. She's also got her catalog on Spotify. You can go to Apple Music, or you can go to Amazon Music, where I find a lot of her work there. So that was Little Things, guys. If you want to know, it was awesome. I love that. And people are already look at that, outstanding. You are very talented. Yes, she is, guys. So I love introducing talented people to the world. And yeah, people are already clapping. Awesome. They love that. So thank you guys again. Remy Reilly, I don't know what else to say except that I think her stars got a lot ways more to go higher. So thank you again. And yeah, check it out. Love that song. Awesome. Guys, I'm telling you, go check out the remix of that song. You'll fall in love with it. That was my gravy. We talked about that before. And you want to give a shout out to Jay? What was his?
Shout out to Jay Sustain. He's an awesome DJ and mixer and literally everything. He's a great person and he's one of my really good friends. Shout out Jay.
He made a remix of that song, and it'll blow your mind. I promise you. So. All right, guys, let's go into the next one. And the next one that she's actually going to do is a song called Just Stop. And it's one of you just released it, right? I think I heard it on KXT the other night, the local radio station. I think they played it. Did they?
Yes, they played it on the local show.
Local show, yeah, with was it Amy Miller? Yes. So yeah, it was on the local show with Amy Miller, and that's on KXT. Shout out to KXT, a lot of good artists that go on there.
Shout out.
Yes.
Love y'all.
Yeah. So it was on there. So without any further ado, Remy, I'll go ahead and give you the platform again. It's up to you.
So yeah, this is Just Stop. It just came out, I believe, yesterday. Yes, it did. This is Just Stop. Sure, I mess up sometimes, but never make you feel like you're just stop. Just stop. You remind me of that bittersweet pain. It doesn't hurt now, but you just wait. Just like some magic agony. Step to know exactly what's happening. I've seen this movie 1,000 times. That same scene is still surprised. I'm drowning in 3 feet. I'm not safe, but I can't leave it. I don't ask that much of you, just as long as you want me to be here. Be here. Sure, I mess up sometimes, but never make you feel like you're wrong. Just stop. Just stop. You remind me of waking up late. You want to sleep, but your thoughts can't wait. I just had an epiphany. My mind's running, but I can't speak. You remind me of cotton candy. You're so sweet, but this leaves automatically. Why can't you see that I don't understand much you? Just as long as you want me to be here. Be here. Sure, I mess up sometimes, but never make you feel like you're wrong. Just stop. Just stop. Oh, just stop. Just as long as you want me to be here, be near. Sure, I mess up sometimes, but never make you feel like you're wrong. Just stop. Just stop.
Oh my God. Yeah. Guys, if that didn't give you chills, I don't know what will. You don't have a pulse. Gosh. So that was awesome. Wow. Again, guys, if you, I'm pretty sure people will start checking you out after this, but at least to the people who watch, this is incredible. So, again, super talented, 16 years old, everybody. So, man, I'm still trying to collect my thoughts now. That was that was awesome. I do appreciate that, Remy. We did a lot. So again, and one of the reasons I like to doing this is because I want to support local artists right now. And if people don't know, a lot of local artists are having problems trying to go out and do performances and that sort of thing because of everything that's going on. So a lot of these guys, let me tell you what, they put a lot of work into their performances. They put a lot of work into scheduling these things. And then to have it all taken away is really, really a bummer because then I think they're robbing people from great artists like Remy and like Jade, like Sophia, all these people that I've had on who have the ability to go out and perform in front of crowds. And that's how the next wave of talent is going to get exposed out here. And now we can't do that. So I thought the best way to do that is to integrate video streaming, what I'm doing here, and bringing on local talent and introducing you to a whole new wave of people. Because again, I find people that say, hey, I've listened to this person, and I tell them, hey, have you checked out this person, because they have a similar sort of voice or style. And when they hear it, and I'll hear back from them, and they go, yeah, wow, how did you hear about her? I said, because I listened to local music. Uh, that's how I knew who Amy Miller was. I've listened to her show, the local show, for a very long time, but I'm a big listener and a big supporter of KXT as well, because again, you get a lot of local music on there, and we do have a lot of local talent around this area. So you're especially one of them as well. So
Thank you, David.
super cool for doing that, and I really do appreciate. Yeah, so people said, yeah. Somebody said, this is why I love watching all these talented kids in Dallas. Exactly. That's to the point we were just getting to right now. Is that again, people are just saying, beautiful song, yeah. So if you want to explain a little bit behind the what Just Stop is, what was the the song itself, the meaning of it. I know it goes a little bit deep.
There's
as far as,
tons of behind that one.
yeah.
First off, I just wanted to say thank you so much for doing this for local artists. Like, it really means a lot to all of us that you're putting on this show, and I know it takes a lot of work to do that, and I just wanted to thank you for that.
Yeah, I try to put a lot of work into really promoting you guys a lot, because again, I get joy out of it as well, and that's what I get out of it. So that's why I put the videos together. I'll try to put this out on there, because again, I try to get people to direct you to go check out these people's websites, go check out their song catalogs, go check them out all together, because they are really talented. And when you're not, again, because I say this, and this is the example I always used to say, about 2.5 years ago, didn't people know who Billie Eilish was?
Yeah.
And she was out there working the scene the same ways, going out to clubs and doing that sort of thing. And then when somebody finds a talent like that, and they hear that voice and they just skyrocket into it, they've been doing it for a long time, even though they're young. She's kind of like you. You've been doing it for a while, even though you're young, but you're talented, and you're able to sing, you're able to get that voice, that message, and your lyrics and that melodies across, and people just love it and enjoy it. So sorry to interrupt you. I was just because again, I love supporting you guys. So tell us a little bit about Just Stop a little bit. Tell us about the story behind that.
Oh yeah. Just Stop is a song I wrote about a friend that went through domestic violence and domestic abuse, mentally and physically. We were about in 6th grade when it started, and all through middle school, I would help her through it, and she just would come to me with all these stories, and it was really heartbreaking to me, knowing that I was the only one there for her. Sometimes felt it was heartbreaking, because I come from a family with so much love, and I'm very lucky to have that. Like, because I know so many people don't have it, and I never take it for granted, because I know that there are people like her that don't have that. So the song was about domestic abuse, but obviously the lyrics do not show a father-daughter relationship. It shows more of a woman and a man.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I wrote the song, I didn't want her to think that I wrote it about her.
Yeah.
And
gotcha.
So I disguised it with a woman and a man. But then, after a lot of thinking about it, I realized that it actually is fine either way, because people will take it whatever way they need to take it. And that's all the reason why we songwriters write, is because we want people to be able to relate and connect with our songs.
Yes.
So I believe that, yes, the song was inspired by domestic violence, but anybody can take it any way they want to. Like, it could help them with relationship issues. It can help them with their own mind. You can take the song any way you want it to.
Yes.
But that's basically the way that I wrote it.
Awesome. That's, again, and it's about the message, right? It's about the message of the song. It's about getting out what it means. And if it helps, why does it matter who it's written about? That's the thing about music. It can touch somebody's soul. A song can really set you in a right state of mind, or it can take you into a place, or it does a lot. That's the power of music. And that's the power of being a singer-songwriter, which is always what I tell everybody. Get your message out, get your voice out there, and it's going to resonate with somebody, and that's somebody's going to hear that song one day. They're going to go, God, they're going to find more meaning in it, and I think that's I think is kind of thrilling as an artist, that you could do that and set it out there, and it's going to help somebody one day tremendously, and you won't even know about it, but that's the whole point about putting it out there, is making it out there. So it's yeah. So, it's kind of like what I do. I'm a writer by trade. So same sort of thing. You write, you put that stuff out there. People will read it. Something people will look into it a little bit more than what they'll ask you, what was the intentions behind it? It was to help people. That's why I put it out there. It helped me and it helped you. Sure. And that's the whole thing about it. So, okay, everybody. On that note, I just want to say thank you again for everybody for coming, for watching this and joining us this evening on the show. Much gratitude to you, Remy, for hopping on and doing this. And for everybody who wants to know where you can find you, she is on Instagram, right? Is that Remy Reilly? Is it Remy Reilly? Okay, Remy Reilly on Instagram. You could go to her YouTube page as well. I suggest checking out the video for Burn. If you guys haven't seen it, that's a pump song, and I'm going to pump it up again because first time I heard it, it kind of got me all, well, yes. And I love that. So Burn is the name of the song. Check that one out. And that you did that one with the Vandaliers. Yes. Another local. Guys, go check them out as well. They rock out. Yeah, because I started investigating them after I heard them with you. So, but guys, this is what our local music scene's like. And yeah, don't burn. That's right. Burn, baby. That's the name of the song. Go check it out. And thank you guys. Check out my guest, Remy Reilly. Go to all her social media page. You can find her there. Go find her music, though. That's what's going to be that's the thing. Go to check out her music. Again, you can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Apple Music. You can go find it on Amazon Music as well. You can go straight to her website. Go check out her YouTube page. Support local artists. Support artists like Remy, like Jade, like Sophia, all these guys that I've had on. They are amazing people, amazing talents, and doesn't matter their age. It's the message and the songs that they write that are getting across that can touch people, and that's all that really matters. So thank you again, Remy. Everybody, just a quick brief about tomorrow's show. Tomorrow we'll be back at 7 o'clock. My guest will be Lori Knudsen, and she is a life coach. So we're gonna kind of switch the whole thing up, but we're gonna be talking about life tomorrow and a lot of other things that go on with it. So check that out tomorrow, 7 o'clock, guys. And then Friday, tentatively, I think I have a really special guest as well. I'll announce that tomorrow evening, though. But thank you, Remy, for hopping on. Thank you guys for joining the show again. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, same time, same bat channel. Stay safe. Practice social distancing and shelter in place, everybody. That's the only way we're going to get past this crap until, do all that. Because, again, that's how we're going to get out in the open again, and we're going to get to go see our favorite artists and things and that sort of thing. Go out there and rock. And I promise you, once I get out there, I'm going to go watch one of your shows, Remy, once you get out there. I want to go see that. So, guys, have a great evening. Thank you for hopping on. I'll see you again tomorrow night. Y'all stay safe. Bye-bye now.